The whole point of the book was that there was a way a person who thought like a small businessman could operate within the corporate framework. After a very brief introduction, on page 22, he published what he calls his 10 commandments for entrepreneuring. And the man that we're roasting here tonight fits a lot of those. First rule, come to work each day willing to be fired. I guarantee you there's a lot of people over the years that came real close. Circumvent any orders aimed at stopping your dream. Do any job needed to make your project work regardless of your job description. Find people who will help. Follow your intuition about the people you choose and work only with the best. Work underground as long as you can. Publicity triggers the corporate immune mechanism. Never bet on a race unless you're running in it. Remember, it is easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission. Be true to your goals and honor your sponsors. The man I've known for the past 12 years fits a majority of these, even when it wasn't politically correct. No one was ever writing books back when Vince adopted these principles as the way he lives. It was probably the 90s before the Harvard School of Business even thought about it. I ask you to consider one other thing. Each of us has this very small list of people that we could probably count on one hand of the people who've had a profound influence in our life. Now, Vince may not make the list that you can count on your one hand, but I'll guarantee you it'll be a long time before any of us ever forget it. Another of Vince's military anecdotes is about assignments and buckets of water. In the Air Force, they used to say, your last assignment was the worst, the one you're going to is the best, and if you want to know how much you'll be missed when you leave your present assignment, get yourself in a bucket of water, stick your hand in it, swish it around real good, make waves, and slosh some over the side, and then withdraw your hand. And then look back into the bucket to see how much you'll be missed. What we felt when we first heard of Vince's retirement, well, we've lost some pretty special people in our lives, and I remember that feeling well. It was the deepest understanding of the person that you've grown with, shared really good times and really rotten times with, somehow just tomorrow morning won't be there. Life will change permanently. So as you begin this golden dawn of your life, we commend you for the things that you have done and meant to each of us in a very personal way. And if what we said sounds oddly like a eulogy, it's not for you, it's for us. You will be missed. Now, since Vince will have nothing to manage but time after he retires, we got him the proverbial golden clock. This way he can keep track of the time that he has to manage. Not a pun, well...
I don't know, it might fit the pouch.
I was going to say, he's got some awfully big pockets these days. The inscription on the plaque says, Motorola honors Vince Luciano upon his retirement for 20 years of tirelessly improving people and processes.
I get to talk now?
No.
Please, you know, you're the junior vice president on campus, you know.
Sit down, will you? Okay, Pop. We've had a lot of fun with Vince tonight, and I'd like to personally express my thanks to Vince. As I say, we spent a lot of time out in the courtyard. Casper was telling me that he's been working in Atlanta, at the Atlanta plant, and they did a nice thing for him. They dedicated a conference room in his name, and we do things like that at Motorola. We're going to have a little plaque out in the courtyard. That's going to be a dedicated smoking area. I have two things to give to Vince. One is a pizza box, and I think I'll do that first and give him the pizza box because I think there's something in there that's really going to be nice. So why don't I give that to him now?
Don't expect open it, would you?
Vince got in his pizza box a $1,200 gift certificate from Vanstar. Hopefully he's going to go get this computer and all of the books that go with it so he can figure out how to use it. I had to do some strange things to get this badge. In fact, I understand there was a large contingent of people. Normally we have a yellow badge or a yellow line through the person's name to indicate that it's a retiree's badge. For some reason, somebody wanted to put a yellow X on it. So they made a mistake, so we got that straightened out. These badges are given to retirees to allow them to enter any Motorola facility worldwide. And they can partake of any of the services and enjoy the cafeteria and things like that. But I would like to, in front of all of you, give this badge to Vince and tell him that it is not just a license to come. It is an invitation to come and visit with all of us anytime he wants.
Yeah! I've been looking for 20 years for this thing. It took 20 years, but you finally got me speechless. Thank you all very much. Past 20 years has been very, very enjoyable. I really enjoyed working with most of you. No, most of you.
Don't hold back, Vince.
Cut it out. It really has been a lot of fun. We don't always agree. Just remember, my way is the right way. Walter is going to be handling the lab. So he's got a lot more polish, a lot softer spoken, a lot more of a visionary. So I'm sure things will be a lot easier. My wife, she's going to be putting, you got to understand, we've been married for, will be 39 years in March. Wow. Jasper will really appreciate this. I'm a full-blooded Italian descent. My wife is half Napolitan and half Sicilian. That means part of her family comes from Naples, her father's family comes from Sicily. I told my father-in-law I didn't really believe in mixed marriages, but I'd marry her anyway. First 5 years we were married, I thought bastard was a Sicilian term of endearment. I'd walk in the door and she'd say, "The bastard's home." Don't let anybody doubt it. That's the real boss. You got it on tape, man. There will still be Luciano's at Motorola. My daughter Lynn's still there. My daughter Lorraine will be there until December, and then I've got a place to go visit in Fort Worth. If Jimmy will designate one room as a smoking area. The backyard. Outside. Backyard, Jim. He told me I could smoke out in the backyard or the garage. I told him it was too cold in Texas. In August. I look around the room and I'm really very, very pleasantly surprised. I see a lot of faces that I really never would have expected to see. I see Jim over there. You know, when he went to Boynton, he swore he'd never come back. He went there just to get the hell away from me. Maureen, she lives a block and a half away from me, and she's been taking up a petition to get me to move out of the neighborhood. Vince is right, he did show me for 2 years how to cut a lawn. And he's welcome to come back and show me all over again. Paul Lee. You know, for the first 2 years that Paul worked at Motorola, he was assigned to one of my departments and I paid him. I never saw the guy. He came running over when I announced I was going to retire. And he says, "You can't retire." He says, "You're the foundation of the building." He says, "Things are going to crash down." I said, "Paul, calm down. I'm going to go and you won't even know I'm gone." He left. Came back about a half hour later. He says, "I made a mistake." He says, "You're not the foundation." He says, "You're the restrooms, the latrine." He says, "We gotta have it, but nobody wants to talk about it." As for Mr. Monopoly over here, he's been waiting for a year now to get even with me. Let's see. Who else have we got around here? Andrea. She came to work in the lab, and they told me, they said, "This is a very quiet, sensitive lady." And she was. I don't know what the heck happened to her. Loudmouth, pushy broad. I see a couple of guys in the back there that have been retired for a while. Alex says that I can come and work with him. And John says, anytime I want, I can go to work for him. He'll be the boss. He's going to get even. Bill Woznicka. Oh, God, that's a surprise. I didn't think anybody out of the finance area, the controllers area, would ever want to talk to me. Bill used to come down and say, "What did you do here with this work order? How did you charge this stuff out?" For about 10 years, he never could understand the system.
It was Vince's system.
Of course.
I taught it.
Jim taught me all about budget, seriously. He is the expert. If anybody can manipulate, massage, and...
But I didn't have the balls to do it.
Over the years, I've worked for Bob Hall, then Little Bob, Perry Notes. Bob used to have a sign on his desk and in his office. It said, "Do it right, do it now, do it right now." And they used to say, "Go do the right thing." That's something I've always tried to do, is the right thing. And I found that you don't really get into trouble if you're doing the right thing. Okay? So that's basically the rule. Do what you think is right, the right thing for Motorola. You never get into trouble. You'll never get into trouble with him. You'll never get into trouble with Casper. You'll never get into trouble with anybody.
But you aggravated us all.
Oh, that's part of my job. It's in my job description. It says, be a #1 pain in the butt. And I have tried to do that. I see Sue Waldman over there. She helped me rewrite some personnel policies.
And you did it right.
We did it right. Sandy Little, another one from finance that taught me how to work the system.
Gee.
We got a couple of people here from HP. That's high-priced equipment.
Hell of a product.
We got a couple of representatives over here from Vanstar, our computer suppliers. We got a contingent over there from Honeywell. They worked themselves out a honey of a contract.
Thank you.
Let's see, who else we got around here?
There's plenty.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I got Dottie over there. Dottie's one of our test lab retirees. She retired a couple of years ago.
Because of you.
Well, yeah. She, at that time when I took the lab, came from micro construction, and Jim went up to Boynton, and I took the combined laboratory. I should say lavatory. But Dottie and Janie, where are you, Janie?
Right here.
Went running to my boss's boss's boss and said they wouldn't work for this rotten SOB. Who the hell ever told him that he could put somebody as idiotic as me in charge of the test lab?
I questioned it also.
Nobody's ever paid any attention to you, Casper, so it doesn't make any difference. But they stuck it out, and Dottie stayed until she retired. Janie's still there. She's going to leave after me. She's going to clean the mess up. We got Sterling over in the corner over there. And Sterling's hiding. He's dying for me to go. He wants my furniture. We got Aggie over there laughing. You know, Aggie used to be the secretary out of the TOP organization, used to bring us our paychecks back in the early days of the test lab. And she'd come in and say, "Why don't you have your time cards ready?" We never wanted to see her on Thursday, but Friday she was always the most welcome person. Guys, it's been a heck of a lot of fun, and I really have enjoyed the last 20 years. I will be stopping back just to yell once in a while.
They didn't tell you security changed the laws.
Security did take my master key away from me, so I can't let myself in. You guys have got to open the door for me. I want to thank you all very much for all of you being here, and I did tell Walter that I thought he'd have a tough time finding 10 people that actually wanted to say good luck to me and goodbye. I really appreciate you being here. I told him, I said, you know, seriously, if you collect $50 from everybody that wants to see me go, you'd be a hell of a lot ahead of the game. But thank you all for coming, and like I said, it's been a great 20 years. Thank you.
I have to do this. They say we all have to go through with the woman's story. If I don't do this, Andrew's going to be on me tomorrow. We have all been under the protection of the Mafia umbrella for all these years. And with this ceremony, the protection now closes.
Start giving tarantella lessons.
There's more food over there.
You're gonna have a piece of life. Nobody's gonna holler at you. Oh. Hey, they tell me there's cake in the back, people. Don't leave, the food's not gone yet.
Vince, you gotta cut it, Vince.
Mom.
Hey, Ian, show me that plaque. Plaque.
Caesar, you know, keep those guys in the break, will you?
Hey, just tell them to lower his prices, boss.
They said, I noticed you were the only guy that managed to get in here and get rid of it.
Take it home, at least cut it. Oh, you gotta look this way, Vince.
Yeah, go ahead, do it,
You got it,
That's
Joe?
you're officially retired now. Yeah, you got it.
Where else would he do it? Where else would he get it? Right down the middle.
Keep me cut it.
I'll cut it. Stand over there so I can take a picture.
All right. Cut the cake. Go ahead and take a
I
picture.
think he was getting married again.
He is.
Oh, okay.
Put that back on the table. I'll cut the cake.
Cut the cake. Joe.
Yes, the spirit needs
I still give awards.
The lawyer you need when you retire, right here.
You got nothing. He's not seen anyone yet.
Working the weekend or what? Probably I got your last card and brought it home. And look.
My only smart daughter is the one who works for the school board now. They focus on the brand. You're tired. You don't have to answer.
Fuck her in the... I want her... She can go to Texas and she can go to Texas. I want my grandchildren to take it. Joe, get out and fix the 3065 right now.